Portugal, there's a YouTube show full of fun facts you need to know.
Hola, bon dia, alegria. Munson here with the Good Morning Portugal show, the live stream, the podcast, and of course the Portugal Club. Now, the Portuguese citizenship test question of the day, 29, is about the traditional dance of the Algarve region. And I think we should hold that for our very special guest today, Filomena Friday, of course, with Filomena Pascual, who joins us with the frontman of Usai de Gatas as well. Pedro's joining us this morning. So it's going to be a lot of fun finding out about the band. And of course, your Portuguese language and culture Q&A questions. I've started a thread, actually, of things. I don't know if this is the same for you, but I'll hear a word or a phrase pretty much every day. And I think I'll write that down somewhere, and then I forget to write it down somewhere. So I've started a thread at the Portugal Club. Yesterday's word of the day was já, as in volta já or já tem, já tá. I think Portuguese people also say in one of those swallowy, uppy things where some of the vowels disappear in a word and consonants. So I'll put that to Filomena. She doesn't know that yet, and you may have other questions for her as well when she joins us at around 8:20 with Pedro of Usai de Gatas, a great band from her neck of the woods, from Miranda de Corvo, I think mainly. Yes, I think she was the bass player she introduced me to. I met the band when we were helping them make the video, when we were extras in the video a couple of weekends ago. And one of the band members is a next door neighbour. It's a really lovely local band, but you'll see from a video that I'll play later, they really command a great and very admiring audience around central Portugal, and I'm sure beyond. And I'm trying to get them over to the Prohibition Bar. Their kind of ska vibes, two-tone vibes will go down very well, I think, at the Prohibition Bar. And I've already sent the details to Richard Allen, who, of course, is co-host of the Portugal Music Podcast, where we have a look at what's going on the live music scene every month now. On a particular was it the first Thursday of the month? Anyway, he's here with me every month to look at live music coming up here in Portugal. Sting's been in Portugal, or is coming to Portugal, is he not, soon as well? So lots of big names appearing on the Portugal playlist, as it were. Good morning to you, Mel, to you, Sarah, to you, T-Duck. Looking forward to catching up with you later on. The Ducks. Bon dia. Sarah was first in. How you doing? Got a cycling plan for the weekend, Sarah? 7:59. She was in this morning saying hi. Bon dia, Alegria Gumpers from T-Duck as well. And Peter. Philomena's bringing the boys to the yard this morning. How's it going, Pete? I'll have something to say about the upcoming election. Great work, as ever, from Portugal Decoded. If you're on that Substack, you will see that this morning's message is Friday briefing. It's an election challenge with some really good reporting and background information, not only about the local election, but the headlines of politics, society, economics, culture, and sports. But the decoder of the week is about the local elections. What happens on Sunday? I might go a little bit into that, but I would thoroughly recommend to you signing up to that Substack if you haven't already, and getting Portugal Decoded. So I'll put the link for you in the chat. Great night last night. The Premium Lounge was really good. And that's the 9 o'clock session of Expats Portugal Premium members, many of whom are just here or on their way here, swapping notes. A great environment, great atmosphere. Always run out of time. And before that, at 7:30, if you'd like a primer, we had the Harry Potter, basically, of the Finanças portal, Pedro Franco of EI, and he went through how to use many of the more obvious and useful features of the Finanças portal. I mean, he's Professor Portal, basically. It does sound like a J.K. Rowling character, Professor Portal. He's the Harry Potter of that particular bit of governmental technology here, which it's hard to survive without. Arguably, you can't survive without it, certainly when it comes to your fiscal matters here in Portugal. And that's a primer, an introduction, a how-to guide. If you were there last night, you'll have enjoyed that. I think it was it was nearly an hour's worth, but he presented it in such an engaging and helpful way, telling us what to do, what not to do, some of the pitfalls, common mistakes, and so on, how to do your IMI, how to do your IUC, all those abbreviations you can find out more about on that presentation or in the portal itself. And that'll be released on the Expats Portugal YouTube channel. Yes, note to self, must do the edit on that, top and tail that, and get it up on the Expats Portugal channel. But very, very, very useful, the portal. Are you a user of the Finanças portal? Blood runs cold just thinking about it. But very helpful last night. Thank you very much, Pedro Franco of EI. Good to see you here, Pete. Hope you're recovering well as well. Happy Friday or Venus Day, Veneris Dias. It doesn't sound it doesn't sound like Feel Good Friday, does it? Veneris dies. Dias. Fridag, Freya's Day, First Dag. That's not a Friday. That's a bit of furniture from IKEA. And of course, sexta-feira, putting the sex in sexta-feira here on the Good Morning Portugal show. Portugal got sting, not stung. There are a few wasps wandering about at the moment. It's the time of year, isn't it, when quite a few creatures are struggling with the drop in temperature and perhaps the damp in some parts of the country. Sat down for lunch yesterday and a couple of jaspers, as we call them in the UK, appeared. So, yeah, a few spiders and wasps and other insects struggling with the change in temperature thing and making their way to a home near you, maybe yours. Her opening performance at the symphony tonight, Ride of the Valkyries. That's going to be exciting, isn't it? That's one of those pieces of music, I suspect, where you, in front of an orchestra, you're thinking, oh my goodness, this is what an orchestra, what a symphony is all about. To feel that viscerally from a big orchestra, that sounds amazing. So opening night at the Gulbenkian, right? The Lisbon Symphony Orchestra, Ride of the Valkyries. That's just, everyone knows that. They're hardwired into our subconscious there musically. Jackie, bon dia Gumpers, please say hello to my sister Linda, beautiful Linda, who's in Bulgaria at the minute. We spoke to Bulgaria on Monday, actually. We had Norm joining us. He's just settled in Bulgaria, Scotsman, now in Bulgaria. Bought a mansion for a few grand over there, enjoying the life. We talked about Bulgarian food and wine, which he's enjoying a great deal. At the minute, she's moving to Portugal. Oh, I see. Okay. At the minute, she's moving to Bulgaria, but she's in Portugal with Jackie. Okay. Woohoo! It's made me so happy. Now I really can't wait. Okay. Let me just, I think I understand this now, Jackie. She was moving to Bulgaria, but instead she's moving to Portugal with you. That's really great news. I think you've had a few plot twists along the way, and that's a pretty good one, is it not? Chris, great to get your video. Wonderful bit of music that I wasn't aware of. I don't think you told me what that was. I unearthed a Teddy Pendergrass track that was on a YouTube reel yesterday, a Facebook reel, and it was bugging me. What is that? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba, da-da-da-da-da-da, boom, boom. You Can't Hide from Yourself, a personal growth classic from Teddy Pendergrass. But I couldn't recognize that boogie tune, that two-step classic that you put up with your beautiful footage of the Algarve. Please come over to the Portugal Club and share some of that with us over there as well. My sister is watching on a TV, so she can't comment. You can say what you like about her then. Linda, good morning to you. Yeah, that beach therapy reel was superb. If you send it to me now on WhatsApp, I'll give it a spin. How was the commute, Chris? Don't rub it in. He's had his face squashed into somebody's armpit. Just think yourself lucky, Chris, that these days people do have showers. I mean, they don't always use them, do they? But you can't smoke on public transport anymore. Those were the days, weren't they? Not only did you have your nose squashed into somebody's armpit who was strap hanging on the tube, they might have been having a little smoke as well. I'm just blowing the smoke up through a tiny hole from amongst the people squashed together on a London. What were we thinking on a London Underground tube train? Sarah, questão realmente muito interessante. Enfrento a possibilidade de ser eleito no domingo sem nunca ter plena consciência de que estou sendo inscrito. Why don't you ever go at translating that for me if you want to improve your Portuguese, somebody? I'm struggling with the drop in temperature. Yes. It's not just the wasps and the spiders then. Nice in the daytime, and it's producing some beautiful sunsets as well. I took a shot of the people taking shots of the, not drinking shots here we don't do that sort of thing here in San Martino de Porto, but let me just bring that onto the screen for you now. As I was walking home yesterday evening, and I must talk to you about the catspiracy. Some people are conspiracy theorists. I've got a catspiracy theory that I want to share with you. I'm actually getting quite concerned here at Carl Munson. Smoking did come up. Yeah, I guess, yes. Nothing's entirely good or bad, is it? At least the smoking camouflaged the body odor back in the day. It just paints such a beautiful picture of Britain, does it not, in the 70s and 80s? Wow, incredible. Let me show you that picture. Now, I was walking two things actually as I was on my way home from a day at the office yesterday in San Martino de Porto. And I first of all, I saw, wow, what a beautiful sunset. But what really struck me was the people taking a photo of the sunset. I don't think I've captured it brilliantly. I just had to sort of, it was a hip shot almost. That's a sort of point and shoot. But you can see that sliver of sunshine in the opening in the bay there, and the silhouettes of people. When I first saw them, they all had their hands up in the air with their phones and cameras, taking a picture of the sunset. And I thought, well, that's a cool picture. Doesn't quite capture it there. Neither does it capture the beauty of the sunset. But there's a beautiful sliver, excuse me, of sunshine right in the opening of the bay. Who doesn't like a sliver in the opening of the bay first thing in the morning? There it is for you right there. And those people just in awe. I mean, that was the most beautiful thing about it. It was the reverence and awe for this beautiful sight. And you know it's a good sunset in San Martino de Porto, where not only the tourists but locals are rushing up to take a photo as well. It was a beauty last night. Actually, while I'm in the picture deck, you've seen me being attacked here on Good Morning Portugal by cats while I'm live on air. And the other morning, I left the laptop open, did I not, in the kitchen, and we could see the takeover of the cats in the other room. At least one, I think two, made themselves comfortable on the laptop. This sort of behavior, I mean, look at that. Isn't that disgusting? That's not only I am sitting on your laptop, but I am performing a vulgar act of self-cleansing here. The other day, I'm looking at my laptop. What's that called? Trackpad. There's a cat print on it. And I mean, you know, this is how, I guess, conspiracy theories, but I'm going to call it a catspiracy theory. This is how these theories work, isn't it? You start to be concerned about something and then you become a little bit paranoid. But you can understand why I do feel a little bit anxious and threatened by the cats here at Carl Munson. I'm not the cat fan. It's the others here who love the cats. Me, two dogs, happy with that. And I think essentially, you're either a cat person or a dog person. And clearly, I'm a dog person. And the cats know it. And I think another one tried to trip me up today. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm just going about my business, and a cat will rush at my ankles. It could be any one of the three of the youngsters here that we have. We have an old cat and three youngsters. And it's these three youngsters, I think, that are organizing a conspiracy to overthrow me. I don't know if that's their gang sign that they've just put on my trackpad there. But I mean, it couldn't be more perfect. I just caught it in the half light. I'm thinking, what's that on my? This looks dirty on my trackpad. Paw print on there. Then I've got my signature hat that I wear around the town. They've got my hat. I'd step outside to the little seat we've got outside so we can eat outside in our little sort of covered driveway area. It's really nice. Mrs. M's made it nice with lots of lovely planting. They're messing about with my hat, my I mean, that if you want to take a man down, I guess you attack his identity, right? And that's what there's an ad hominem attack, trans species ad hominem attack. You can see right there in front of your eyes. And later, I'm not only just scratching up my hat like they do. Oh, they're so destructive, aren't they? There's one. What? You see, look at the other guy, top right-hand corner. He's like, yeah, go on. Sit in his hat. Destroy his hat. Let a little bit of urine out while you're there. A bit of scent marking on that thing. I'm trying to go about my business, literally doing, I mean, not to put too fine a point on it, put my ablutions. Next thing I know, I've got a cat sat on my shoulder. Look at him staring into the camera. Bold as brass. Walking about the homestead. They're watching me from the rooftops. I think I've got, I don't mind admitting it. I'm a catspiracy theorist. I think they're out to get me. So it's been nice knowing you. I'm that old. What's that? I remember when smoking was allowed indoors at work. Mad Men comes to mind, doesn't it? It's not a scene in Mad Men. It's a bit like that Gloria series in Portugal. It's like, what should we do next in the plot? I don't know. Have somebody step out of a car and smoke a cigarette, or have somebody in the car smoke a cigarette. Have two people in it. Have a whole family smoking. Give the baby a cigarette in the car. That yes, but not only are the portrayals, dramatic portrayals of that time smoking. That's how it really was. T Duck is remembering it here. You've got to enjoy. You don't even have to buy your own cigarettes. You could smoke other people's. I'm that old. Cats. Next stop is your stop. You're not helping, T Duck. Oh, I'm gonna just stop locking my bedroom door and putting maybe a spy hole to make sure I could see them plotting outside. Hence, Ando's got the right attitude. Hence why our Can, and by that he means cat, has lived outside for the last 15 years. Yeah, my dogs largely live outside. Cats do what they darn well please. Beach therapy on its way. Is it a big file, Chris? Let me just have a look. I've got to share this with you. It's a real treat. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Rui, as well. My Portuguese friend in the UK sending me messages. Oh, the old guy in Europe. We don't see him on the morning show, do we? We see him when he's on. We don't see him at other times. He's got another video out this morning, episode 70 on his channel. Transition, celebration, and my move to Portugal. Nice one. It's Peebo Bryson. Touching you, touching me. Oh, I say. Thank you very much for that. Are you actually going to send me the file as well, or do I open it up as a YouTube? Sure. Hear it now. That's going to get me a YouTube strike. Thanks very much for that. People Bryson, hey! Right, let me just bring that onto the screen. Can you do full screen on these things?
Oh, when you're touching me, where you've been touching me.
Touching you, touching me.
Sure gives me the feeling.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, look at him.
Oh, I guess it's just a little too much for me. Rocking and reeling.
Yes, Chris.
Give yourself some time to know which way you wanna go.
Yeah,
I've had my share of your hopes and pain. Hurting gone through the thing. Just let me get my feet back on the ground. I wanna be around if you should find what love is all about.
Oh, fantastic. Cheers, Chris. Oh, I love that. I can't play too much of it. Damage is already done. Oh, baby. Well. I love that. Thank you so much for that, Chris. Where was I? Before I so rudely interrupted myself. Okay, yeah, Portugal Club citizenship test question of the day. We'll wait for Filomena, who'll be joining us soon on that. Let me just make sure she's not waiting for a link or something of that kind. I think that's all taken care of. We'll see Pedro as well. Actually, yeah, very quickly then, if I bring onto the screen Portugal Decoded. Really, really good stuff. Just a quick heads up about what happens on Sunday, election day. Day of reflection tomorrow. Yes, on Saturday. No more canvassing allowed tomorrow. And then people go to the polls for their local elections on Sunday. Portugal heads to the polls this Sunday for elections in Portugal's 308 municipalities. In reality, each election is a three-tier vote: an election for the mayor, an election for the municipal assembly, and an election for the lower-level parish assembly, held separately. That's your freguesia, in more than 3,000 parishes around the country. It's a big deal here, and they've been making a lot of noise just recently up and down the streets in the locality. Contrary to other elections in Portugal, in local elections, the winner of the most voted list for municipal council is automatically elected mayor, similar to the first past the post systems, first FPTP. So, in other words, every vote matters. Historically, Portugal's municipal elections, that's maybe why they're canvassing and electioneering so hard at the moment, have had national consequences, the municipal elections, that is, directly toppling a government, Antonio Guterres, in 2002, and indirectly precipitating another's fall, Antonio Costa, in 2021, when we were here. This year's vote, coming after two general elections without a parliamentary majority and just months before a pivotal presidential contest, carries even greater weight. And that's not all, folks. Chega are fielding candidates in every one of those 3,000. I think Pedro said last night, they used to be able to fit into a taxi. I don't know where all these people came from in the Chega party to be represented at the local elections, but they're standing someone in every one of those 3,000 odd places there. What raises the stakes of these local elections? Three additional factors make this election especially meaningful. First, 89 incumbent mayors, nearly a third, are leaving office due to term limits. Among them are leaders of Porto, Sintra, Cascais, Setúbal and Faro. This is a big deal, isn't it? Check it out, please, with Portugal Decoded if you're at all interested in Portuguese politics. And he's got tips of the week there. Looks like some Damien Hirst art on the screen there. Are you seeing that? Yeah, you must be. And he's got a sort of palette cleanser. And finally, that's an amazing bit of architecture that's going on there. That looks like the children's school or hospital, is it, in Zoolander? They'll never fit in there. It's too small. It's been too long since I've seen Zoolander. Really good listings as well, all over the country there. Portugal Decoded. Oh, his arts bit is, hold on, what's this? Jazz ao Centro. Between the 10th and 18th of October, 23rd edition of Jazz ao Centro. Let's see who's coming, which jazz players are coming to Portugal. Jazz ao Centro presents 12 concerts spread across the city's most emblematic venues. This is going to be good, including Convento San Francisco, Teatro Académico Gil Vicente, Seminário Maior, Salão Brasil, and Estação Nova. The festive opens in the key of Hammer, Roll and Leaf, echoing the title of the album of that saxophonist Sakina Abdu, who will present at the head of a trio. Another highlight is the appearance of the quartet led by trumpeter Yaz Ahmed, with a psychedelic Arab jazz, intoxicating and enticing. Oh, my word! Other focal points include the premiere of Canto Milo, the debut album by 24-year-old composer and arranger Estela Alexandre, and Brain Teaser PT Ensemble, directed by Dutch band leader Tien Weibenger. Also highly anticipated is Travelling Light. Oh, hi to you, Carmen. Came to see me in the office yesterday. And, oh, hi, Owen. I was wondering about you. Thank you for being here. Wishing Filomena all the best for the weekend. She'll be here soon, mate. Yes, Carmen popped in. She said, hey, you're the guy on the telly. Well, YouTube, perhaps. A little niche bit on YouTube, Carmen. But lovely to see you. Lovely to bump into you and chat with you yesterday. Absolutely, Owen, right? I had never heard that. And isn't this great? Us fellow funkers have got to stick together. I've never heard that before. Peebo Bryson, Touching You, Touching Me, which sounds more like, well, who's that band? Touching You, Touching Me. The ones, Justin, who did Listen to the Rhythm of the Bells. Who are they? I can't remember now, that British band with that Christmas hit and Touching You, Touching Me. Smoking was banned. Sorry, that was a rather unceremonious finish. No thanks so far to Portugal Decoded. Let me put that right. Thank you very much. Excellent reporting, as is so often the case now. We're finding better reporting, are we not, on the likes of Substack and away from the tired old mainstream media with their rather hackneyed and cliched messaging. Recommend this one for sure, Portugal Decoded. It's time for me to shut up, basically, and let Filomena on. But before she joins me, I want to share with you Usai the Gatas, and she will again explain how that bit of Portuguese is put together. Not the Scissor Sisters, and not the Alarm, but a kind of glam goth band headed up by a guy called Justin, who had his challenges along the way. Haven't we all? But his were very well publicized, I think. Hold on a minute. Smoking was banned on US domestic flights. You could smoke on aeroplanes as well back in the day. Less than 2 hours in 1988. In 1990, it was extended to flights of less than 6 hours, and in 2000, banned completely. You can't exactly step outside, can you, to have a smoke on an aeroplane? Not recommended. Okay, let me share with you now this fabulous video of Usai de Gatas playing in Coimbra. So many beloved things for Filomena here. Us, of course. So, one of our favourite bands is Usai de Gatas, who are neighbours and from the local area. And Coimbra itself, of course. So let's have a look at this. Nearly a couple of minutes of by way of an introduction to these lovely people. And Pedro will be joining us soon as well. So full screen for them and maybe a couple of adverts because I've forgotten to do something about that. Where's the cinema mode? That's not the right thing, is it? Anyway, let me just bring it. Oh, okay. Full screen. Press. There we go.
a estalada. Chega tudo à meia-noite, é uma grande confusão. Daqui não levam nada, o Manel fica à porta e controla a multidão. O Ernesto paga a música e empresta o salão. Que pouca vergonha é esta? Param minha filha, mesmo no meio da festa. Para a música de vez. Apalparam minha filha e ela ainda não fez.
Sai de gatas, subo na área pra você lidar. Com Jamaica tudo bom, representa number one. Olha aí vem ela com aquele jeitinho, com certeza que é a dama mais bela aqui da festa. Bem, eu tento resistir a essa tentação, mas não tenho a culpa que vem no meu coração.
Que qualquer vergonha é esta? Para minha filha, mesmo no meio da festa. Para a música de vez. Para minha filha e ela ainda não o fez.
En la fe.
Oh, marvellous. There you go. Morning to you. Well, hey, a round of applause for Sai de Gatas.
Bom dia.
It's Filomena Friday. Oh, and it's at these moments when I... No.
Muito bem, muito bem.
Here we go.
Filomena Friday. It's going to take time learning
Portuguese.
Filomena Friday. I get confused nearly every day. Filomena Friday.
On a
How
Filomena
do I
Friday.
know which verb is okay? Filomena Friday. Practice those words so loud and clear.
Here we go.
Filomena Friday.
On a Filomena Friday.
It's a day of cheer.
Woo!
Filomena Friday.
At gmail.com. Here she is, Filomena. Tudo bem? Como está?
Olá, olá, bom dia.
Bon dia to you. Great to see you. And what a way to get a party started. One of your favourite bands, right? And they're amazing.
They are from Miranda do Corvo. That's a good reason to be a fan.
Yes. Look, what have we got here? That's one of their flyers or their CD. Okay, one of their flyers.
Yeah,
A great looking band. They cut a dash, don't they? I've only got a lanyard. I haven't got any of the other memorabilia going on here. What happened there?
I'm a fan.
what a
I'm a
pleasure.
fan. So
It was so kind of you and thoughtful to invite me to their video filming 2 weekends ago, I think, up in the hills of Miranda de Corvo, where, of course, we were with the Antunes family, who created that beautiful Airbnb up there. Absolutely brilliant place. And the video was being filmed in the garden, got to meet the band. What a lovely bunch of blokes they are. One of them's your neighbour as well, right? Was he the bass player or the lead guitar?
yeah.
He's the bass player. And he's a singer as well. I think you were saying you're in the
Oh
choir.
yes.
They're all very talented. Yeah, amazing. What fun it was as well. They were so hospitable. Everybody, typically, classically Portuguese behaviour, being very welcoming, lots of food and drink, and lots of fun. There was even food in that video. It was definitely a Portuguese music video.
Of
Wasn't it?
course,
It was a
we
tour
were
of-
dancing. We were dancing and eating and drinking at the same time.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant. So I don't know when the video's coming out, but it was a delight to be part of that filming.
Probably in December, but Pedro will tell you about it.
Okay, well, he's joining us. He's going to be joining us live, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, he asked me for 5 more minutes, so I hope he will.
What's he doing, I wonder?
This
Hey.
is too early.
Yeah. And that's right. I mean, they've got a lovely Scar two-tone sound. Skiddy up. Yeah, really good. Good morning, Filomena, and good luck with the election on Sunday. Hope you have a fabulous weekend. Busy times, exciting times. You're joining us for part of the weekend as well, are you not, Filomena? For
Yes.
Expats
I'm tomorrow we are going to visit Albidus. Yes, and I'm touring there.
I will see you there. I will see. What a fabulous
Good.
place it is. I'll see you there. We're going to have some fun. That's near the Prohibition Bar, where I'm hoping we can get the band to come and play. And if we do, Mel, you're saying these sound like my sort of music. I think you're right. Right. They really are in your wheelhouse of sound and music.
It's impossible not to feel happy, cheerful near Usai de Gatas. It's impossible.
Now,
You really start to dance and clap, and it's
happy
a
foot.
really, really It's
Yes.
contagious. It's contagious.
Even the most serious expat who settles in Miranda de Corvo, who thinks they don't dance, next thing they know, they've got a sagrish in their hand and they're dancing with perhaps an older lady from the village, thinking, "What happened to me?"
Yes.
Yes, Martin. But see, self confessed. He wasn't that guy, was he? Last time you were here, you had Martin with you, and it was a delight to meet him. He's that guy, isn't he? He's like, I just retired for a quiet life in Portugal. Not much of a singer or a dancer. Next thing you know, a Filomena's got him in the band for the Marshes, and he's an integral part of the community now. It's an amazing story, isn't it, with Martin?
Yes, yes, he is. Although he hasn't lived here for a long, long time, there are people here that have lived here for many, many more years than Martin. But Martin is really a good example of what you should do. You should be a member of the community, be part of the community, and that's what he is doing with several things.
Yeah, amazing guy. Lovely to meet him. And that was another lovely part of coming over to the video shoot, was meeting some of your friends and neighbours.
Yes, my friends here. Yes, and of course I have chosen the best. I have chosen the best for the video. the ones that are cheerful and can
Well, we
dance.
had a great time. And I tried. I mean, what did you think of some of the British food that was brought along? Did you remember trying that peas pudding, what they call Geordie hummus?
Well, I have tried lots of food. We had food, enough for a month.
Yes.
But yeah, what I tried, I liked everything.
Good. And I gave Pedro a bottle of HP sauce, which I think he thought was a fragrance. And he said, "Where do I put it? On me?" And I said, "No, it goes on your." I mean, you could try it. You could put a dab of it.
In the end, I gave your beer, because you brought beer, right?
Real ale. Yes.
And I gave it to Karen.
Oh, excellent. Oh, she hasn't been in touch though. She probably did. Mike, can we find out if Karen liked the British beer or not, or if she's laid it down and saving it for
because she did say this is a pretty can, so maybe she kept the can because it was so pretty and she didn't drink it. I don't know.
Hated the beer, loved the can. Okay, yeah, it was great to see Karen there. Really good fun. And Mel, drop me a line about possible meetup in Óbidos as well. Good to see you.
Tomorrow, in the afternoon. We'll be there in the afternoon.
Gotcha. Okay, you've got your election on Sunday, Óbidos tomorrow, and you've been doing a lot of these great Expats Portugal tours. You're synonymous with tours.
And Pete, do you know that Peter Bleach is also running for the elections tomorrow?
Jogging, I heard, not running at the moment, but yes, just a little stroll. But yeah, well done, Pete. That's another great way of getting involved with the local community.
I think it's an achievement for someone living here also for a few years and then being chosen by the team to be part of the team. I think it's also fantastic.
Well, I've got that as well. I got invited along, and I went to a political party. I was as in this confusing, because a political party in Portugal is not just the group of people; it's what they do every time they get together is have a party. Right?
Yeah,
I was invited to one of those last Sunday, and it's great: crab soup, bifanas. And then my picture on the stage as being part of them. And I was delighted to be, because I engage or relate to Portuguese politics on this local level in a way that I never did in the UK. Very cynical about UK politics, but you can really feel the local representation with these local elections.
Yes, and also I think that foreigners living in Portugal, they should, of course, not for this Sunday because it's too late to register now. But I think you should go to once you are a resident, you should go to your local junta de freguesia and register to vote for the local elections. Of course, you can't vote for the national ones, For the president or the prime minister, you can't, because you are, I mean, if you are not a Portuguese citizen, but any citizen that is a resident in Portugal can vote and should vote for the local elections, because it is going to be about you also. It's going to be about your life, because the decisions they make, the group makes, is going to affect your life because you live there, right? So it's the local government, and you should have a saying. And that's why we are a democratic country. So democracy is this: you can choose the team, and you can be part of the team.
Yeah.
As Pete, for example, is part of the team, and so I think you should be part of the team. You can be a candidate as well, and
Right.
I mean, it's. I think it's something that is, especially after the 25th of April, 1974. I think we value this a lot more. The possibility of choosing who you want on the government, on the local government in this case, in the town hall, city hall. But it's important. It's important that you go and vote if you are registered. Go to usually it's a school. Go on Sunday from 8 o'clock to 7 p.m. So you have the whole day. I'm sure it's going to be a sunny day. So
You are?
just go.
How? But why are you sure?
Well, my weather forecast says.
Oh, okay, all right. So you have some special powers. Like your superpowers are teaching Portuguese and making the weather how
No,
you
but,
want
but it's going to be a sunny day. So
it. Right.
you go out and go and vote for the local representative. And it's not, especially these elections, the local elections for the city hall, and it's not so much about parties. It's a lot more about people who are the candidates. The candidates, because you know them, and so you know that, okay, this one is probably more let's say active than the other, or this has better ideas than the other, or so I think it's very important that you vote. It's a right, and you should vote.
And you get to see who's just cleared up the street a few weeks of the election, and the one who's been working hard for the last 4 years, right?
That's right. That's right.
Very, very good. So that's Sunday, and I discovered as well that the results will be known Sunday evening. I mean, that's pretty extraordinary as well. So because I guess it's easier with a first past the post system on this. But just so you know, if you're new to the country, by Sunday evening there will be a lot of noise. Won't there?
Yes. There will.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Someone is going to celebrate very, very noisily.
Yes, that's right. So it's like Sporting or Benfica winning in Lisbon.
Yes.
It's going to be like that on a local level for a politician, and they will be driving around in a convoy.
On a local level, everywhere in the country.
Yeah, I mean, Portugal is going to be mad come Sunday evening, right? And it's going to be that party atmosphere that Usai the Gatas are so good at creating. We had a little experience of it when we made the video. We were invited to be part of the video a couple of weekends ago. And their front man is joining us now.
Okay.
Live from Miranda de Corveira is Pedro from Usai the Gatas. Olá, bom dia.
Oh, he's still waking up.
Good morning.
Now, I know it's unfair to ask a musician to join you, right? And the first thing in the morning like this. So sorry, Pedro. And thank you.
Power for the musicians.
Yeah. Muito obrigado. I hope you weren't gigging last night. There he is. Oh, look, with the fantastic
Come on.
the Nutty boys are loving this morning. Fantastic.
Hello, everybody.
Well, Pedro, it's so good of you to be with us. Thank you for being here. Just seeing that image, Madness were the first band I ever saw as a kid. I think I was 15 or 16 in the UK. It looks like you've had a lifelong love of ska and two-tone music as well. Am I right?
Yes. First, good morning for everyone. Good morning for you, Carl, Filomena. I will try to speak in English because I don't practice so many weeks or so many months. Okay, I hope my English will be okay.
Well, we're grateful. Muito
Muito bem,
obrigado.
muito
Para falar
bem.
inglês. Sim. Thank you
If I
so much.
have, if I have any problems in my expression, I will tell Filomena or you, Carl, because
Well, yeah.
your Portuguese is being better.
Oh my God! But you're in the best possible place here with Filomena. We just feel so comfortable when there's an English and Portuguese situation going on to have Filomena with us. That's why she joins us every month with help with Portuguese language and culture, obviously of which you are a part, Pedro. I mean, the first thing when it comes to language. Sai de Gatas, the English speakers are thinking, or anyone who doesn't speak Portuguese is thinking, hold on a minute, what does that mean? Sai de Gatas. Where does the band name originate from?
We born in Lamas, Miranda do Corvo. Okay.
A small village. It's a village that belongs to Miranda do Corvo. Yeah.
Yes, it's a village. So our first time was in the Vindimas party.
Olá, bom dia. We've got a fan. We've got a fan with us this one. Oh my goodness. Olá, bom dia. Tudo bem? Oh, you're a YouTuber now. Oh, how beautiful. Wow, how fantastic.
So in next is 2009.
2009. Carl, how do you say that, Carl?
2005, 2009. 2009.
Good.
Yeah.
2009.
Yeah. The Vindimas, the harvest, the wine harvest.
Vindimas, the grape picking.
Yeah.
Yes, there were a party, Vindimas party from wine.
A festival, okay? a grape picking festival.
Yes, we know.
So some friends think, well, we can do something on the street, and I take my accordion, another friend percussion, the flute. So we go out to the streets and play for the people. Okay. Nothing were prepared, so we were like playing and joking and drinking.
Brilliant.
So after that, we think we can do something more professional in the future. So we're starting to planning the ensaios. Como é que se diz, Filomena?
Rehearsals, the practices.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, we're trying to some practice in the night. Okay, always in the night. And,
good practice.
Yes.
Good practice.
And then the things started to be more professional. Okay, we appear on the TV, we appear in festivals, and then the band starting to growing up with the fame. Okay, so since that moment. We prepared to be how can I say it? We prepared to be more professional.
I was going to say brilliant. You're preparing to be brilliant.
And let me just interrupt, if I may, to explain why. What does it mean? Sai de Gatas? Because Pedro hasn't explained that yet. Are you going to explain that, Pedro?
Yes, so in that day, the first time, we were on the streets all day playing for the people, and then we want to sleep, okay?
Yes, fair enough.
We want to sleep, so we go home like a cat,
yes.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, so Sai de Gatas is literally to leave on your fall, right?
Yes.
So leaving on your fall, that's Sai de Gatas. Yeah.
And it's like the exit of a cat in a way, isn't
the
it?
Exit, yes, it's like the exit of a cat, yeah.
But why oosh? rather than osh, for example?
To be different.
To be different.
Artistic.
Okay, all right. Because we you know, it's confusing enough for us foreigners. And then it's something. Yeah. Look at you here. This is. I mean, you look like you have such a great time when you're performing, and that's what people expect now, I suppose, from you. You know, when you're out and about, and it's now 15 years, pretty much, isn't it? You're about to celebrate your 15th anniversary as a band.
Yes, we had a concert in November, isn't it? Filomena,
Yeah,
November.
I think so. Yeah, a year ago, more or less. Yeah.
Yes. Now we had the stage 16.
Yeah.
16 years, of course. Yes,
16 now.
2009. Yeah, amazing,
So,
amazing.
about the name, so when we left the TV's programs or when we left the concerts live, we always left the concert or the stage like a cat. Okay?
Very good.
The people are waiting, go, like a cat. Okay?
If you watch, for example, Portugal Got Talent.
Yep.
In Portugal Got Talent, they also perform.
Really?
They perform there, and they exit like that.
Oh, brilliant! What a great kind of like a trademark for your band there, and that's what people are expecting at the end. And I think you've been on Presso Certo recently as well.
There are two trademarks, Carl: the crawling out and roasting a chorizo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On stage, I take it.
On stage, live. Yeah.
Yes.
That must be very popular with the health and safety people of any of any performance. So why that? Why do you roast a chorizo, a ceremonial roasting of the sausage? Why is that?
Yes, we have a song, an original song. Some years ago, NASA discovered that could be water in Mars. Okay.
Good wine. The song says wine, right?
Yes, could be water. So we think, okay, if there is water in Mars, could be wine too.
There's a chorizo there. There's chorizo on the video. Did you see it?
Sausage
Did you see it on the video?
Yeah, there we go.
There it is.
Hold on. It's coming. And now
there.
roast your sausage. Oh my goodness! Wow. So yes, wine on Mars instead of water. That sounds like a good idea.
Yes, probably they have water there. So if they have water, probably they have wine too.
Let's hope so. Is that why Elon Musk really wants to go to Mars? Do you think?
What?
Is that why Elon wants to get to Mars? Because he knows there's wine. Wow, amazing.
So in the concerts, when we play that song, that original song, it calls Avinho em Marte.
Yeah.
The Filomena, Avinho em Marte.
Yes, yeah. There is wine in Mars.
Yes, that's the name of the song. So in that moment we play that song, appears a Martian guy.
Of course. Yes.
Okay? With wine and with a chorizo in the hand.
Yeah.
So then there is like
a ritual.
A ritual, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. A ritual on the stage.
Oh, okay. Superb.
And usually on a barrel. It's usually on a barrel, on a wine barrel. Usually.
Amazing. This what a lovely thing to do, and that's at every concert. And we saw some folklorical dancers, traditional dancers, and this was very important when you were making the video the other day, that you include everyone from the community, don't you? In your, I mean, certainly in your gigs, I think you've got a massive appeal across the whole generations. But this seems to be quite important to you as a band to bring in. Traditional Portuguese influences, local people, local folk music and dancing into the vibe, and mix that up with ska and two-tone. What a lovely formula!
Yes, the main thing to live in the music, the main thing to live in the music, it's when you involve all the musicians around you. Okay?
Yeah.
Then you can be more strong. in your region.
Yes,
Okay?
yes.
So if you involve the community, the musicians, you can be strong. So
Yeah,
we
together
must,
it's always better to be together than than
Right.
alone.
That's a
Yeah.
Portuguese ethic there for sure. Right.
better,
The big
better to be together than
On your own.
yes,
Split, then split.
That's right. What is it? That expression? If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And
yes,
clearly,
yes,
you're going far with this band. You've been on
yes.
Portuguese TV. I think you've been on Pressa Certo, with the lovely man who presents that. So you've done a lot of Portuguese TV as well, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
All the things, and we have been in Spain too, in
Fantastic.
Galicia,
Yeah.
and we want to go to Ireland and England. Okay?
Oh, you'll go down a storm in Ireland and England. That'll be amazing. You'll leave the country on all fours, I think. If you go
Especially in Ireland.
in Ireland, you'll go in and out on all fours. With that hospitality. Well, thanks, Pedro, for coming to see us and talking to us about the band. The big question for everybody is, where can they get to see you? Where are your upcoming gigs happening?
So probably next, I can't say the places in November and December.
Yeah.
Passagem de ano, the new year, probably we will play around. And we have some concerts to be closed at the moment, okay?
Oh,
They are
okay.
not closed until
Yes.
the end of the year, but probably we will play more 3 or 4 times until the end over.
Okay. So if I give people the link to Próximos Conciertos, this is where they'll be able to find out what's happening in your schedule. Definitely book
social
on
place,
social media. Yeah. Okay, great.
YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, okay?
Yeah. Well, we have a music a podcast that specializes on what's going on in live music. We'll be sure to include any gigs that you're doing, and the guy that I do that with runs a bar where they celebrate live music in Óbidos, where Filomena will be this weekend, and I think Rich will be in touch with you. Richard Allen will be in touch with you to do a gig.
Yeah, we can speak to him tomorrow. And
Yeah, let's do that because it'd be great to see you there. I know me and Mel will definitely be there because Mel loves the sound of your music. Any other message you want to share with us before you go, Pedro, this morning? And I really appreciate you getting up and being with us this morning. It's not the ideal time for a musician, I know that.
One thing, Filomena, como é que se diz nave espacial?
Como é que se diz o quê? Nave
Nave
espacial.
espacial. Sim.
Spaceship.
You've got a
Pode dizer,
spaceship.
pode dizer que eu tenho a certeza que a nave espacial pode aterrar em qualquer parte do mundo. Portanto, nós estamos disponíveis para tocar em qualquer sítio do mundo e em Marte também.
Okay. Did you get that, Carl? So he says that their spaceship, is ready to land anywhere in the world and even on Mars.
How about that? Elon, if you're watching, that'd be the first band to play on Mars. That would be the most amazing, amazing thing.
Probably the first band on Mars, yes.
Yeah. And thanks, Pedro. Pete's saying your English is good, and thank you very much for talking to us this morning. But your hair and name are even better. That hair, Pedro. I mean, I'm so jealous. Look at it. Amazing. Okay, mate. Thank you so much. Lots of love to you and the band and the great people of Miranda de Corvo. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. You are invited to appear in Miranda do Corvo to see our practice day.
Oh, wonderful.
Terças-feiras?
Yes. See. On
Terças ou sextas? Não percebi, Pedro.
on a Wednesday, I think.
Terças.
Nós ensaiamos às terças-feiras.
On Tuesdays.
Yes.
Rehearsals on Tuesday.
Ensaiamos às terças-feiras e podemos fazer um ensaio aberto um dia para a comunidade, por exemplo, se quiserem aparecer.
Yes, if you want to come, you are invited to come on a Tuesday evening, of course, not morning.
Yes.
These guys work as well. These guys are working, aren't they, as well as being in the band? So, yeah.
Yeah, you can come. And of course, you have been invited to the Airbnb where we recorded the video as well. and I think we have to have a program from up there.
Oh, hello. Hola. ¿Cómo se llama?
Flower.
Flower. Oh, Flor.
Flor,
Hola, bom
Flor,
dia,
Flor.
Flor. Muito prazer. Prazer. Fantastic. Oh, thank you, Pedro and Flor.
Yeah.
Lovely to see you. Lots of love to you all over there.
Thank you
Cheers.
very much.
Muito obrigado. There he goes. Wonderful.
Tchau,
Do you
tchau,
know what?
Pedro. Obrigada.
Filomena, I could have chatted with Pedro all day because it's putting off learning a bit of Portuguese, isn't it? We back to the grammar. 1 minute we're on stage dancing with the Gatas, and now the reason we speak to you every month, learn a little bit of Portuguese, bit of grammar, a culture as well. So thank you very much for the introduction to Pedro and the band. How lovely. That was really wonderful. Thank you very much. You always bring fantastic guests and give us another insight into the Portuguese culture.
Yes,
really.
I also like, of course, to as I like showing my country, the landscapes and the all the monuments. I also like to show the good artists and all the good things that we have.
Yeah, you certainly do that. I've got a couple of things then for you. I mean, we don't have much time, and I don't know if there was a particular theme you wanted to explore.
No, because today it was dedicated to Usai the Gatas, so I didn't.
All right. Well, a couple of things, if I may, then, because I want to invite people to share the little words and phrases. Every day, I think it's possible to discover something in Portugal in the language. And then it's good to write it down or share it with other people. So we'll come back to that. But I've been running this as well over at the Portugal Club, the Portuguese citizenship test. And we're question 29. This is ahead of a possible exam on the culture for people who are becoming citizens. What is the name then of the traditional dance of the Algarve region? Is it the A, the corredinho? Is it the B, the vira? Or is it the C, the malhão? I don't know if you want to have a guess at that, or give us a clue maybe on that, Filomena.
A clue. I mean,
Yeah. Can you give us a clue?
What clue can I give?
Or maybe, what about a literal translation of each of those words?
Corridinho comes from the verb correr. What is correr?
To run, right?
To run. So
Yes.
corridinho is a dance that is very, very, very quick, right?
Oh, you've
Corridinho
got the run.
is danced in a very, very quick way.
We can imagine people, like in a dance posture, cheek to cheek, and then dancing like that, up the hall, down the hall, or outside on the praça. Yes, so a
More or
vira.
less.
The vira.
Vira. What is the verb virar?
To arrive.
No, for example, if I say vira à direita, vira à esquerda,
turn
is to turn.
Yeah.
Of course, vira, turning to one side, turning to another side.
Very good. That's a nice clue. It could be any of these so far. Okay. And finally, the malhão then.
Malhão is harder to explain.
Not a melon. Not a melon. You're not throwing. No,
not a melon. Not a melon. But we have a verb malhar. For example, for malhar o milho, although it's an old expression because now, unfortunately, nowadays the machinery does all the work. But malhar o milho, for example, was in the old times, in the old days, when the corn was picked. It was put on a eira, on a big, like a terrace, right? To dry in the sun. And then it was malhado. Malhado was, you had to hit the corn for the corn to
I think this is threshing.
Okay. So that is malhar. So malhão probably comes from malhar. So I don't know. It doesn't mean that we are dancing and hitting someone, but
I'm glad to hear it. But it might be a threshing move. So threshing from side to side, possibly, or the dance they did when they were threshing.
Maybe.
All right. So is it running, turning, or threshing as a little bit of a clue? Este nome da dança em língua portuguesa tenho a melodia na cabeça. I'm not sure.
What name? O nome da dança em linha portuguesa?
Okay, Pete,
I
you know,
can't
might have to tell us
understand that.
more. Yeah, you might have to tell us a bit more on that. Yeah, or maybe that's a line from his political manifesto. Everyone has to dance into the ballot box on Sunday. Why not? Why not? Thank you for your guest as well, Gemini. Good morning to you. And finally, this morning, before we make our way into a busy weekend, yes, this Portuguese word or phrase of the day, Andy can sympathise with this. I discover new Portuguese words and phrases every day, mainly
Good.
because I forgot them. I forgot them from the day before. Well, yes, that might be sort of age-related vocabulary retrieval. Eirish, my freguesia, means threshing floors as well. This is the sort of thing I mean.
Yeah, because that's what I said. On the eira, we would spread the corn on the eira, on that terrace, right, to get some sun.
Very good, very good. And these are the lovely connections you can make. It's worth pondering the words, isn't it, and the etymology, because then you learn something as well. I have to say as well, while I've got you both here, Malia, one of the meanings is hammer out, another is work out. On your screen, everybody, you will see two of our greatest friends and allies when it comes to learning about the Portuguese language and culture. Filomena, of course, who you can learn Portuguese with on a one-to-one, and now a new Expats Portugal course as well online. And Antonio F., our Vizinho Português, who helps us so much on the Portugal Club as well. These two folks are just helping us, and we are so grateful for their love of their own culture, passion for Portugal, and sharing it with us. So thanks, Antonio F. And the A dos folhada, that sounds to me like something you should eat, or is that a dance as well?
A desfolhada, to me, when someone refers to a desfolhada, I remember the fado singer Simone de Oliveira singing the song A Desfolhada, but I don't know. Oh, is it the song that Pete is referring to? The Portuguese
No,
line dance?
he with the dança em linha is a Portuguese line dance that he's tried to do with you allegedly here. Not very well, but attempted.
So what do you mean by line dance? Is dancing like the Portuguese dance in a dancing ball, or?
We need more. Still need more help on this, Peter. Right.
I don't understand. Sorry, I don't understand the concept of line dance. Right? I don't. know.
The American cowboy country and western style dancing, where everyone's in a line with their cowboy hats and cowboy boots, and they're doing the same dance all in a row.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay then.
Right, just very briefly then, word or phrase of the day. This is something I've put in the Portugal Club where you can register these, and then you've got an aid memoir, which it sounds like you need, Andeiro. And a couple of things then. This was good yesterday. You see, I even forgot that I put this in yesterday. I was asked by somebody, is so-and-so here? This is in Portuguese. I find myself occasionally in a situation where only Portuguese is spoken, and I think it's the best environment.
It's good for you. It's very, very good for you.
It's the best. And you just have to make a guess at something. So I said, now agora, not now, which, I think he understood what I meant. But it's not yet, is it? It's like not now, which could sound like something else. So I did a little bit of research. And if you just want to say not yet, ainda now. Is that correct?
Ainda now, yes. Not yet, ainda now. Yes.
Very good. Okay. So that's a first example.
Although yet can also be translated. For example, if I ask, have you finished yet? If I say, have you finished yet? It's not ainda in Portuguese.
Is it
in
not?
Portuguese, we say já acabaste or já acabou if it's more formal. But it can be ainda, it can be já. It all depends on the sentence.
Right, and you lead me beautifully to the other word that came up that I thought we could talk about. Já is so useful, is it not?
Yes, but já is another example of several translations.
Yes. Could you just give us a couple? Já tem is a really good phrase to have, isn't it? Got it. I've already got it, right? I have that. Já tem.
Okay, let's say so.
Volta já. Back soon, right? As well.
Volto já. Yes, I'll be back in a minute. Yeah.
Yes. And what about, I hear Portuguese say this a lot in conversation, já tá. What does that mean? Like it is, it is.
It's already done. It's done.
Done.
It's
Já tá, já
yeah.
tá, já
Just
tá.
that.
Okay. That's good to know. Okay, so tell us a little bit more about já and how we might use that, if you don't mind.
Well, já, for example, if you say até já,
Ah, of
if you say
course.
até
Yes,
já, it's
yes,
see you very, very soon, right?
yes.
So it's not as in English you can say see you soon, meaning see you one of these days, maybe next week. No. In Portuguese, if you say até já, you are meeting the same person in an hour or in 2 hours, very, very soon, really, really soon, the same day.
Correct. Yeah, yeah.
But já, yes, it can be already. For example, eu já fui a Lisboa. I have already been to Lisbon, for example. So
Yeah.
this já means already. Or as I said, it can also be já acabaste. Have you finished yet? So it can be also yet. It can be lots of things. But for example, if you are imagine you are on a cafe terrace and the waiter brings your coffee and you want to pay immediately, you can say pago já. Pago
Oh,
já.
good.
So I pay now. I pay immediately. So that is another sense of já.
That's great because I tend to say, if I get a coffee and I just want to leave as soon as I've had the coffee, I'm saying posso
Pago
pagar
agora.
agora. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Posso pagar já. Posso pagar já.
Right. Okay. Posso pagar
That's
já.
better.
Very good. Okay. Very good. Thank you very much for that. And that's why you need to be in the environment, isn't it? These are the sort of things you're going to pick up much more easily by being in
course.
conversation, not out of
Yes.
books necessarily.
No, and not rules and more rules and more rules. No, it's if you learn, if you are, as you said, among Portuguese, and you
Yeah.
listen to the sentences like that, and
Yeah.
that's the way you learn. That's the
Find a
best
way,
way
folks.
to learn.
Yeah, just like Pete has done, just like Martin has done, find yourself overwhelmed. And the beautiful thing about it is Portuguese people will help you possibly find it amusing and will come to your aid. Antonio F., the song Desfolhada by
Yes.
Simão de Oliveira is not fado. In it,
Okay. Yeah, but
in it, she compares the love that results in the conception of a child with her love for her country. How we got to look that up. I think we've already listed that in your Antonio F's Guide to Portuguese Music, but that's worth looking up by the sound of it. And we could talk forever over whether it's fado or not, over a glass of wine and a flaming chorizo. That would be the Portuguese way to deal with that.
yes.
That I think. See you very shortly. Excellent explanations, says Adrian. And it's when they remove the leaves from the corn and party. So, yes, you have a party after you've done your threshing there.
Of course, party all the time.
Party all the time. And because you don't have to ask that. Will there be a drink? Will there be food? Will there be a party? But that's just a given. That's just a given here. Obviously.
That's why lots of folk dancing and folk songs that now we see as a performance, they were originated in these parties. The working on the field was not just working on the field. They used to pick the corn, for example, and also celebrate, singing and dancing together. It was an opportunity to also to socialize and to be with the others. And so lots of folk dancing that we have nowadays as a show, they were real dancing when they were doing the work that they had to do.
A social function. And that's how it got kind of hardwired into the culture as well, wasn't it? Through repetition and celebration and in key moments in the cycle of the year. Right. For you, in your own words here, Filomena. Oh, hold on. No, that's the wrong. I'll get the hang of this one of these days. No, stop.
Muito bem.
That's what I was looking for. You do get an air horn as well. Muito bem to you.
Muito bem.
To everybody who was watching this morning and contributing, and to Pedro.
Muito bem. Yeah, Pedro
Really?
is also amazing. Yeah,
What a legend. What a star. Pago
and the
Já.
band, not just Pedro, but all of them.
Absolutely, yes. Each and every one of them. It would take us another half hour because it's a big band to thank them individually. But yeah, lots of love to the whole band of Usai de Gatas today, and thank you so much for. There they are. Thank you for bringing them to our attention, Filomena. Last word to you then before we go.
Well, what can I say? I mean, as we said, listen to Portuguese music. There is a lot more than fado. It's not just because sometimes people think, oh, I'm not listening to Portuguese music because I don't like fado. Well, we have lots of other, we have lots of other kind of music, not just fado. So try to go and search for Usai de Gatas and watch the videos. They have, for example, one of the videos that you scrolled up and down, and I saw one of the videos. What is the song? Something Rosinha, Vem de lado Rosinha, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was recorded in one of the historical villages of Portugal as well.
Beautiful.
In Sortelha, and so. That is, I mean, also in their videos, they also promote Portugal. They also promote what we have. And for example, one of the videos was in Coimbra, in the city. There are in Porto. They recorded in Porto. They recorded in Lisbon, in several parts of the country.
It's infectious. It's infectious, isn't it? Their pride and patriotism about Portuguese life and culture is in the videos, and you can't help but be affected by it.
Yes, it's and it's a good way for you also to learn Portuguese. Why not? Try to search for the lyrics and try to sing. Why not?
Why not? And dance
and dance, and then watch our video when it comes out in December.
Can't
because
wait.
me and Carl are going to be
We're
there.
all dancing in that. We're all dancing in that video. Thank you. Muito obrigado. Bom fim de semana. Coming from Pete. And it was the bailando. That's the dance he was looking for.
Bailando. Okay.
Does it make sense? Okay. All right. Oh, I'm going to be pressing a button now. Yes, that's the one. Thank you so much, Filomena. Até amanhã. Até amanhã. Bom fim de semana.
Até amanhã, Carl. Em óbidos. Tchau, tchau.
Have a great time. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.
Bom fim de semana.
In Portugal, there's a YouTube show